Hello and welcome to the Keiser University New Student Orientation online portion. My name is Kelly Adams and I'm the Writing Studio Coordinator and Online Liaison, and I'll be walking you through how to access your student email, your Blackboard, and your student portal. These are the areas where you'll access your contact from your instructors, everything pertaining to your classes, including your grades, and your documentation, financial aid, and so on. Before we get started, I wanted to make sure that you are aware that you will have an academic advisor for your particular program. Listed here are each of the program chairs, and if you need to reach any of them, you would put their email prefix before at keiseruniversity.edu. So for example, if you needed to reach Dr. Mitchell, who is the advisor for radiologic technology, you would write N.E. Mitchell at keiseruniversity.edu. Please feel free to reach out to your academic advisor at any point. This is going to be your contact person if you're having any difficulties, if you need help navigating your courses, if you have questions regarding your program, anything that you might need to touch base with someone on. Your academic advisor is going to be the person who you're going to ask for that information. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Chrome. Google Chrome is the best website to use because it's the most compatible with our student email and Blackboard platforms. You're going to go to www.keiseruniversity.edu. Again, that's www.keiseruniversity.edu. When you get to that web page, you'll see a toolbar across the top and a tab that says Current Students. Go ahead and click on that tab to access the drop-down menu and click on Student Email. This is going to bring you to your email login screen. Your email address is going to be your student email address that was provided to you by your admissions counselor, and it usually is your first initial dot last name. You might have a number after your last name, for example, c.smith7 at student.keiseruniversity.edu. You want to make sure that you put in your entire email address. So again, that's going to be your first initial dot last name at student.keiseruniversity.edu. Your student ID number is going to be your password, and that number should be on your schedule, which was provided to you by your admissions counselor. The first time that you log in with your student ID number as your password, you might want to go ahead and change that password. Your password expires every 60 days. We recommend that you change it to your student number followed by a lowercase letter A and an exclamation point. And this way, when it expires, you can change that A to a B and C and so on. And that way you don't have to come up with lots of different passwords each time your password expires. When you log in, you might be asked to authenticate your account, which is just a security measure. The easiest option is to choose the text option, where you will enter your phone number. You'll get texted a code, and then you'll enter that code that you're sent in order to set up the two-factor authentication on your account. If you want to, you can set up your security questions and email authentication at your convenience. Once you log in, you should see a screen that looks like this, where you have all of your Microsoft Office apps. This is where you're going to go to access the online versions of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive, and so on. If you look at the top upper right-hand side, you'll see a button that says Install Office. This is going to give you access to the Office 365 full programs that you can download onto your own computer. You can download this on up to 5 computers and up to 5 smartphones or tablets. The web apps that you have access to here are good if you are doing something quick, but if you want the full functionality of the programs, you definitely want to take advantage of installing those Office programs on your computer, and you'll have free access to those for as long as you're a student at Keiser University. To access your email, you're going to click on the Outlook tab. That Outlook is going to be your email app, and once you click on that, it should take you right to your email inbox. Your email inbox is going to look like this, where you have all of your messages on display. You have a number of folders on the side. You can customize those however you wish. At the top, you can click on New Message if you want to email, send an email to your instructor or anybody else that you want to reach. You want to make sure that you check your Keiser student email regularly so that you're not missing any important communication from your instructors. Everything from Keiser is going to go to your student email address. That includes announcements, it includes financial aid information, documentation, anything like that is going to go to your student email. So please make sure that you are checking your Keiser student email regularly. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to www.keiseruniversity.edu. Since this website is going to be kind of your home base where you can access all three of the programs that we're going to talk about today, as well as the library, the bookstore, and so on, it's a good idea to bookmark this page, and that way you can just go right to it as soon as you open Chrome and click on that bookmark. For now, go ahead and navigate back to the Current Students tab, and in the drop-down menu, select Student Portal. This is going to bring you to a login screen. Your login is going to be the same information you used for your email, so that is your student email address, first initial dot last name at student.keiseruniversity.edu, and your password, which is your student ID, or if you changed it when you logged into your email, you would enter the new password that you changed it to. Once you log into the portal, you'll see a screen that looks like this, where you have different documentations. You can get a copy of your schedule in PDF format by clicking where it says My Schedule on the right-hand side of the screen. Once you click that, it will download as a PDF to your computer, at which point you can save it on your desktop. You can print it out if you want to have a copy to post in your workspace. You can download it to your smartphone, anything that you want to do to have that schedule handy. That's where you'll access the PDF file. Over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see buttons that say Academics, My Profile, My Finances, and so on. This is where you're going to go to access any documentation that you might have as far as financial aid information. Once you get going in your track and you have taken several classes, you'll be able to see your grade for past classes under Academics, documentation, anything that has been documented. If you have any tax information for your student loans and things like that, you're going to find that in the student portal. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Blackboard. So you're going to return to www.keiseruniversity.edu, and on the Current Students tab, you're going to go ahead and click Blackboard from the drop-down menu. It's going to bring you to this screen where the login link is written in kind of small letters down. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but you just want to make sure that you don't miss that login right here in blue underneath the Keiser University Blackboard Learn screen. To log in, you're going to go ahead and enter your student email address. So that's your first initial dot last name at student.keiseruniversity.edu, and the same password that you use for your email and your student portal. It should be your student ID number, but if you did change it when you logged into your email, you're going to use whatever password you changed it to. If you ever have trouble logging in to your Blackboard or your email, You would be able to get a password reset by emailing the help desk at keiserschools.net. If you are having more technical issues that you need help with, then you can call the help desk to speak to a representative, and that phone number is 855-412-3717. Once you've entered your information, go ahead and click Login. So this is what your dashboard is going to look like on Blackboard. As you can see, there's a space for My Announcements. This is where you'll get any announcements from your instructor, such as important due dates, reminders, anything that the instructor wants to draw your attention to will be located in this My Announcements box. You also have a link to your Keiser University email. If you don't want to go back to the main page and log in, you can click the link here and it'll take you to your login screen on Microsoft Office. You can also access the library and the library database through Blackboard by clicking the link. In order to access your class for your next term, you would go to My Courses, which is located in the upper right-hand corner of the dashboard. It's going to give you a course list. Right now, you might see the orientation course, the Writing Studio shell, and the Math Center shell. Your class that you're registered for is not going to show up until the Sunday night prior to the start of the term. So this upcoming term is Monday, April 6th, so you'll be able to see your class on Sunday evening, April 5th. Once you log in, you're going to see a user agreement, which is for Keiser University's attendance policy. Attendance is extremely important at Keiser. We want to make sure that you attend each class and that you are keeping up with your assignments. This is only going to show up the first time that you log into your class for the term. So you would just go ahead and click Accept and Enter Course, and that'll give you access to your class. Inside your Blackboard class shell, you'll have a sidebar which gives you all of your modules. The modules will open up on this main screen where once you click the module title, that module's content will appear on the screen. So, for example, you have Meet Your Instructor, and when you click on that, you would have the instructor's information such as their full name, their credentials, contact information, office hours, a little bit about themselves. There should be a picture. If you click on syllabus, that's going to give you the course syllabus. And the syllabus is where you can find all of the information pertaining to your course, such as any classroom policies. You can also get information regarding the breakdown of your grade as far as how much assignments are worth, how much tests are worth, and so on, and how that all breaks down. Each class comes with a discussion board. The discussion board is used to respond to readings. You can use it to communicate with classmates and with your instructor. There's usually going to be an Ask Questions forum where if you have a question, you can post there because somebody else might have the same question and your instructor can answer it where everyone can see it. Or somebody might have already asked the question that you have, and you can check the Ask Questions board to see whether or not that question has been answered. For each class, you're going to do a pre-test. Your pre-test is a diagnostic test. It doesn't count against your grade. It basically just measures what you already know about the subject. Your pre-test is usually going to be in the Start Here module. If it's not, it'll be in the Week 1 module. Your instructor will have instructions on what to do with the pre-test, and again, that's just a diagnostic measurement tool just to see where you are in that subject area. It's not something that's going to count against your grade or that you have to worry about counting against you. Along the side here, you'll see modules labeled for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Each of these modules will contain that week's assignments, any notes, any PowerPoints. Your assignment descriptions will be in that week, your submission details, etc. Everything that you need for any particular week is going to be in that week's module. Once you finish with your first week, you'll move on to week 2, and everything that's in that module pertains to the week 2 curriculum and due dates. So once you have moved on to week 2, you don't have to go back to week 1. Once you've moved on to week 3, you won't go back to week 2, and so on. So everything that you need for that particular week is going to be in that week's module. So this keeps it organized and helps you keep track of what's due and what you need to know for that week's class. At the bottom, you'll have your grade book. This is where you'll go to check your grades. Once you've submitted an assignment and the instructor has graded it, you'll be able to see the percentage and letter grade as well as any feedback that your instructor has left you. We have a teaching and learning center called the TLC, and this is a resource made up of several instructors on campus who are willing to work with you for extra tutoring. They can help you in areas such as strengthening study habits, improving your time management, helping with writing and research, helping with math, science, if you're having trouble in your course and you need some more one-on-one tutoring, the TLC can help you with that. The link for the TLC survey is listed here. This will take you to a form where you will fill out your information. You'll briefly describe whatever issue you're having, whether it's you just need a quick brush up for example, math, or if there is a particular problem that you're having, such as I'm really stuck on chapter 7 and I just need someone to sit down with me and work it out. So that resource is available to you. Make sure that you are reaching out to your instructor if you have a question or a concern, especially when it comes to attendance or if you are falling behind. The instructors are here to help you. Everyone wants to see you succeed, but it's hard to work with you if there's no communication. So communication is key. Please don't hesitate to reach out to your instructor in order to get the help that you need if you need it. This concludes our new student orientation for the online portion. Welcome to Keiser University. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to your instructor. You can also reach me at kadams@keiseruniversity.edu. Thanks again, and welcome to Keiser.